Hi friends, thank you so much for coming back to craft with me today, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Alyssa. Today I have a one-page wonder, 12 by 12, and for mine, so I chose half of one 12 by 12 and half of another because I wanted two different prints, but of course it's still technically one sheet of 12 by 12. So this is great for double-sided paper too. You can showcase both prints, or you can just use single-sided or mix and match like how I did. So this here is just a cute little folio or booklet, something that could hold some happy mail, maybe a couple of photos. So on the cover here, I just have a side pocket, which I've decorated with some leaves. It says Hello Autumn down below. And in my pocket, I just made this little journaling card with a flower. And then we'll just open this up. And over here, I have some room for writing a little note. And I've been obsessed with doing this type of pocket or tuck spot, but these two panels make my pocket here. So I just put this little journaling card in there. I added that flower as well, but you could journal on the back there. And that's what that looks like. I love that it pokes through too, so you can see it when everything's closed up. And then there's also another pocket in the very back. So I just made this bigger card. It says, I love fall most of all. I just hand wrote that. But you could put like 4x6 photos in here or even smaller ones. So there's like two pockets technically, this one in the back and then the tuck spot here. So we'll just stick everything back in. And then if you want to go ahead and grab a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, we can go ahead and we'll make one of these together. For today's project, I'm just going to use the other halves of my 12 by 12. So it's the same exact paper from my first one. And these are just from my Sweet Harvest paper pad from Michaels. So you're just going to need two 12 by 6s. So you can just cut a 12 by 12 right in half. So I'm going to just take one of them for now. Let's just go with this one here. And I'm just going to hold it at the 12-inch side, and we're going to score at 4 and 8. Four, 8. And then I'm just going to turn it now to the pattern side, but I'm going to show you how to fold it or how you want to fold it. So this score line here, we're just going to fold over this way. And then our last little score line there, we're going to fold back the opposite way. So that we have this, and this will become a top loading pocket. And then we'll have this single page over here on the right. Now with this page, we just want to cut it in half this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go by this score line here, and I'm going to line it up just at 2. And then I'm just going to cut this right in half, like so. All right, so we have this little piece we're going to set aside. And this is what we are left with. So if you want, you can go ahead and just glue the side and the bottom here and close that up to create your pocket. I will probably just do that last. So for now, I'm just going to set everything aside, and we're going to grab our next 12 by 6. And this one, what we want to do is just cut it to 10 by 6. So we're going to end up with a 10 by 6 and a 2 by 6. So 10 by 6 here. This little scrap is a 2 by 6 as well. So you should have 2 of those. And we're going to set those to the side. And then for this piece here, we're just going to fold it in half. Or you can score it. So at the 10-inch side, I'm just going to score at 5. Right down the middle. And we can go ahead and just fold that in half. And let's just bring back our cover piece here. So basically, I'm just gluing this smaller panel onto the edge of this paper here. And that's going to create my booklet. Now, you also have the option if you want to add to this album. You see how this part is open here, and then this paper in the back is going to be open there as well. So you could potentially just create more pages and give them little tabs and just attach them to the insides here before you glue up your pockets. So that's also an option. You could totally have fun playing around with that. But we're just going to stick to the album today. So let's go ahead and just start gluing our pages together. So I'm going to start with the top loading pocket here. And just glue the bottom and the side. So that we get that top pocket. And then we'll flip this and we've got this piece here. Now, if you want to corner around these corners or do some kind of design, you can go ahead and do that. I think I will just corner around these corners here. All right, and then I'm going to just flip that over and I'm just gluing the edge here and the bottom because we're going to create our little tuck spot. All right, and then we'll just attach it to the edge of our back sheet. All right, so it'll look like this. And then we're gonna take one of these little strips that we had left over. I like to just have them match on both sides, so I just choose the same print as this side. So I'm gonna take this one and I'm just gonna glue it onto this side here. I am gonna corner round again, just so they match. Okay, and then again, I'm just going to glue the edge here and then the bottom. And just attach it to the opposite side here. And that's going to give us the little tuck spot here. And then of course this page in the back, you can just glue that back up. So we'll open it this way and glue this side and bottom to create one last top loading pocket. All right. And that's pretty much the assembly. Now we've got this extra little scrap strip here, right? So you have a few options. If you have like a non-directional print or something, you could create an enclosure and just kind of wrap this around to the back. Maybe do a Velcro dot or whatever kind of enclosure you want and just have this be like a little strap that you can open and close. Or you can, what I'm going to do at least, is just create another side pocket. just on my front cover here. You could do it over here, you could do a belly band, whatever. You could even just do it inside if you want. But for this, I'm going to also corner round 2 corners just so it matches my other little tuck spots. Okay, and this one, I'm just going to glue 3 edges. And just place that on this edge of my first page. Okay, so now our little folio booklet is all set. And then just to do some quick decorating, well, first I've gone ahead and created this little journaling card for my pocket here. It says Happy Harvest, and I added some leaves there. Just used my scraps to kind of layer paper on top of each other. So I'm gonna slide that in here gently. And maybe I'll add a few more leaves down below on my pocket. And I just have this big bag of fall party confetti actually from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just using it as embellishments for my fall decorating. So maybe I'll just take a few of these and stick them down below. I like to use either glue dots or double-sided tape to attach them. So I've got some glue dots here. I'm just going to place them somewhere on the back of my leaves. Which one is the back? I think this is the back. Okay, then I can just place them wherever I want and just stick them right on. Okay, so that's my cover there. We have that top loading pocket as well. So did I forget to put something in my first one? I did. I didn't even use this top loading pocket for my first one. So I'm just going to take this little label from the paper pad and just stick it in there. Kind of have it poking out. And let's go to the inside. I just have one of these little scraps again that I'm going to glue here for some writing space. So this would even just be a cute little greeting card. And you could stick in some little gifts or little photos. And add a little message to the inside as well. I've got one more of these stickers here that says hope. So I'm just going to add it here to the top. I'm just going to quickly grab some other cut aparts from the paper pad and just use them. Maybe this one will go in my little tuck spot here. And then Happy Harvest will go in the pocket in the very back. just like that. And then let me see what I want to do for these little panels here. I might just stick this pumpkin here, or maybe just in the middle. I'm trying to see what it would look like too from the outside. Maybe I'll just stick it here. And this flips open. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to try to score this part here. So that I can actually glue it down and it can open like that, like it'll open flat. So let me just glue the top part here and then a bit of the back. Hopefully that doesn't go in between here, but maybe we'll just do something like that. So you can kind of see it poking out. Then you could open it up and write a message on the inside. And let me just add one more small pumpkin. I'm gonna maybe just stick it down here because I already have stuff up here over on that side. So I think that's probably going to complete this little one sheet wonder. And then there's the back there. So lots of pumpkins, lots of leaves, lots of fall. I love the fall time, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed this tutorial today. So don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy this one sheet wonder. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more crafty fun and inspiration, and leave me a comment down below. I would love to say hi to you. Other than that, I will see you all in my next one. So happy crafting and huge hugs!